It's a common sense recap of the big stories. It's Katz and Cosby on 77 WABC.
And let's go to the CEO of Goya right now. And Robert Unanue, tell us, we got so many problems in the world. Me and you, we used to talk about the Suez Canal. We used to talk about the Panama Canal. We used to talk about the Red Sea. That's still closed, the Red Sea. And what happens if there's a port strike? I mean, what's going to happen to the price of food?
Well, John, it's a domino effect. What happened during COVID with, and this really started with this administration, their war on the fossil fuel, the Green New Deal. Like we're just talking about the weakness around the world, which kind of enabled Putin to go into Ukraine, which was a breadbasket for Europe and Africa. Inflation skyrocketed, transportation skyrocketed, and salaries too. For an average warehouse job, it might have been $9 a few years ago. Now it's double that. So you have the domino effect with the ILA, the longshoremen, and it's going to reverberate through our economy. The other thing is in this, and I want to point out, is Hispanic Heritage Month, which runs from September 15th to October 15th. Stephen Colbert jokingly referred to this Heritage Month, which jumps from September to October, that even our holidays jump a border. And that was Stephen Colbert. It's not too funny. But during Hispanic Heritage Month, the United States is the largest consumer of trafficking. Drugs and trafficking are the only businesses that have really prospered in the last 4 years. And women are 70% of people trafficked. The Latino is the biggest victim of trafficking. And we're allowing this. We're not inviting people into this country. We're bringing people into this country to be exploited, to be sold. And, the U.S. is the middleman in all this. So we're inviting people to come in, some good people, a lot of criminals, and a lot of people who are going to be exploited. And so, this is something that is pure evil. I can't understand how you have an administration, and in tomorrow's debate, I don't know if they'll ask about it, but that where 70% of people trafficked are women, and we had women guarding our borders, but we are making money off of that. So we're inviting people into this country. I've worked 48 years. I don't know what my Social Security check is, but the average Social Security check is $1,200. People come into this country, they haven't worked a second or at all, then they probably won't, receiving over $3,800 in benefits. In California, they floated $150,000 interest-free loans for mortgages. That was killed. But we are working all day for someone else not to work. And this has guess what? The unions are in trouble because their members pay dues. But all the people coming into this country that we're giving all this money to, they don't pay dues. So that unions are losing their effectiveness. They're losing their reason for being. Jobs, we can't get people to work. And so they're going to have a big problem. Part of the issue with the union is they don't want automation of the ports, everything going automatic. But they also want the salaries way up. And actually, real income has not grown with the cost of everything going up so far. Real income is not keeping pace with the cost of things.
Yeah,
but
this is so much. We're in for a really, really bad haul. Peter Navarro, real quick.
Just quickly, that was a beautiful discussion of the border on this wage issue. Please understand that we haven't had stagnant real wages since the stagflation in the 1970s. And Joe Biden and Kamala Harris brought this upon us by actions that they took. Kamala Harris in particular broke 2 tie-breaking votes and brought in the inflation because of those budget-busting bills. So they own it, and it's part of what's driving that strike now that's going to shut things down.
Which could make things disastrous. Peter Navarro, thank you. Bob, you guys stick